welcome to What We Wrote. I'm Emma.
I'm Esme.
And we are two friends who have been writing together for decades. In this podcast, we go back and read some of our terrible teen writing in all of its angsty and melodramatic glory.
Mm-hmm.
And we have
As
really
promised.
delivered on the melodrama in this
Second book,
Yeah.
full of it. We have started the second book that we wrote.
All's fair.
All's Fair is what it's called.
In Love and War.
In Love and
Did you
War.
get it?
Get it? Har har.
Yeah, we thought
We
so
thought
clever.
it was cool. And I think we're getting ready for a ball.
Yes, a staple of the genre.
Oh, naturally.
I mean, you must...
Especially because, Vara's the whole street rat
Of
thing,
course.
so she has to have the ugly duckling made over.
Transformation. I mean,
Yeah.
usually it wouldn't happen 35 pages in,
Yeah.
but
Get it out of the way.
yeah. I mean, normally you would have your street rat meet the romantic interest first, so
Yes.
they can be astounded by the transformation.
Yes.
We have not done that.
Well, I assume we're doing the reverse.
Yes.
So he's going to be like, oh boy, what a fine lady. And then she'll be like, haha, it's midnight, bitch. And go back to grungy street rat.
Yeah, she'll open her mouth and
Yeah.
she'll
You're like, oh
no. Yo, Lily Lemon, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Vari is the worst.
Yeah.
So far is really my feeling. Yeah.
She's just Jane with a horrible Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Really.
Basically. I think she's got a fouler mouth than Jane too.
Mm. Yeah.
She's really quite rude.
She's crass.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Extremely crass. But yeah, I mean, look, what more is there to say really? Let's get on with it.
Yeah, rip it off like a band-aid. Let's get into it.
Musical interlude.
Musical interlude. Alright. Chapter 7, Vari. I stood in front of the mirror, staring at my reflection, shaking my head slightly. She had me in a long-sleeved gown that matched the bright emerald green of my eyes.
Of course.
Yeah.
What else would you dress a redhead in than green?
To be fair. Red and green go very well together.
Yeah, they do.
It had a sash around the waist, the colour of lime green.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, yeah.
Lime green?
Yeah, it's like, dark green, light green.
Lime green, I feel like, is a different.
It's fluorescent.
That's fluorescent.
I mean,
That's
it's kind of
supreme.
it's like the pot plant. The
I wouldn't
pothos.
call that lime green.
Don't know what it is.
No, it's not fluorescent enough. Light green or pale green or something like that, I would have accepted. But lime green is a bit too.
Lime just has a bit more of a yellow tint.
It's just very bright.
Well, it's only a sash.
Oh, we don't know really what particular shade of green the dress is either. It's
Emerald.
the same colour
Oh,
as
no.
Vari's eyes.
Well, which is emerald.
Yeah. I've never seen eyes that.
It's a fantasy world.
Yeah, okay. Carry on.
It made my waist look even thinner than it already was.
90s, baby.
Yeah. Woo. Corianne stepped into the room and I turned to her. She was wearing a brilliant blue gown. Its hem swept the ground as she walked, hiding her feet. Because we don't let them know she has feet. Don't let them know my feet.
Don't let them know that you've got feet. God, no.
It was trimmed neatly with lace, and her blue-black hair was drawn tightly back into a bun. Her soft brown eyes seemed huge in her oddly pale face. I've got pale with a question mark.
As if you didn't know if she was pale or not?
Or I didn't know how to spell it.
Surely you knew how to spell pale.
I would assume so. I spelled it correctly.
You didn't spell it like pale like a
No,
bucket.
no, I didn't. So yes, maybe I was unclear as to...
Her complexion.
Yeah, maybe this was before we did that, because she's white.
She's white.
Drawing.
I mean, as if we ever had any characters of colour at this point in our writing
No.
career either. Everybody was white.
No, we didn't realise that people of colour existed.
Exactly. It was,
Because we live in a very white town.
yes. We grew up in the
It's
country.
slightly better now, but back then it was very white.
Very, very white. I mean, she's probably pale because of all of the trauma that she just went through.
Yes.
And I guess
We're just
brushing over.
Yeah, we're just ignoring that. It's fine.
Oh, God.
I bit the inside of my cheek and shook my head. We've done that. She's just standing there like...
No.
I cannot believe he made me wear this. I look ridiculous. I scowled, tugging at my many skirts.
Oh, you've got many skirts.
Yeah,
dude.
well, I suppose petticoats and all that
Poofy.
sort of shit, yeah.
Well, it depends on the kind of gown, I guess. I mean, we imagine like a poofy ball gown
Apparently.
situation here.
Yes.
Maybe she does look quite silly then.
Yes. Korean grinned and shrugged, walking towards me. I told you. Now, do we have to tame your hair? She asked herself thoughtfully. No. Okay. Well. Now, do we have to tame your hair? She asked herself thoughtfully.
Like maybe brush it.
I took a deep breath and stamped my foot, shaking my head. No, I said bluntly, my voice low. Hell no.
Stamp your foot like a child.
Just brush your fucking hair.
Just
girl.
brush it. Do you want to
As a
look
kid,
like
I used to
rat?
hate having my hair brushed.
Oh, I see.
My mum used to like literally have to chase me around the house with a hairbrush because I would just be like, pew! Don't come near me with that thing.
Okay, well, weird take, but sure. Right, well, you know.
Yeah. I assume that's where that came from.
Yeah, probably.
Hell no. Tori's sake, you brushed it already. Ain't that enough?
There you go. You can brush it.
Yeah, it's fine then.
Yeah.
Good stuff. I said angrily. My bright red hair was now even brighter due to removal of the dirt.
So we washed it and brushed it.
Yeah, wash it and brush it. It's fine.
Yeah.
She had then tugged at my hair for what seemed like hours, so that now it... Oh, I see, that was from the line below. So that now it cascaded lightly down my back to my mid-back.
Down my back to
To
my
my
mid-back.
Well, originally I said down to my back to my waist. And then
maybe you say that was a bit too long?
Too long, because this was probably before my own Rapunzel years.
Yeah.
And I've just shortened it to mid-back.
I mean, also, like, if you're living on the street,
That's
I
a lot
feel
of
like
hair.
that's a lot of hair.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hair
To look
with,
after.
To look after.
Because it'd just get full of shit.
It's just going to be
Matted.
dreadlocks
Yeah.
and, like,
Been there.
yeah. You don't live on the street.
No, exactly.
You've just got ADHD.
No, no. Thanks. Although I'd never admit it, I did like the feeling of my hair brushed and cleaned, but I was not happy about the dress, and I had drawn the line at doing anything with my hair beyond brushing. "Oh, please," Korean whined. I laughed cynically and shook my head, turning away from her.
Cynically? Is that the word? Is that the word that you wanted there?
I don't know, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
Not cynically.
Why would you be
Someone-
cynical about her, like, wanting to
Clean.
do your hair?
Yeah, or just saying please, or...
Yeah, like, that's not really something to be cynical about.
No. Okay. What that
No.
mean?
Yeah, I knew
what it really does, you know, what those order of words in the correct order. What was I? No. You should be proud you got me in this thing. Is that Scottish or Irish?
I mean, I don't know, she could be Irish.
Yeah. It is what it is. It's a fantasy world.
Exactly. She's
God,
got
she'll sound what I want to sound like.
she's got a non-descriptive accent
Exactly.
that may sometimes
To be
sound
fair,
slightly
just so
Scottish.
that you don't think I'm just randomly putting this on, the accent is written
It is
into
written in
the dialogue.
Yeah,
yes. So there's
She has
lots of
written
apostrophes, ends of words dropping off,
Knees.
canna and
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
that
you,
sort of
you've
stuff.
written it like
Scots.
Outlander.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes, this was,
Yeah.
I think, around the time
It was
that I
definitely
first started
Outlander
reading it.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't tell. No. You should... No.
No.
You should be proud you got me in this thing. We're stopping at that, alright? I
You
said...
don't sound so Australian anymore when you say no.
No!
Jane was definitely
Definitely,
Australian.
I said, tugging at my skirts. Corian sighed, resigned, and turned away, sitting on the bed and putting her shoes on. She has no feet, but she couldn't.
She put shoes on.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is a riveting chapter.
it is. It really is. Like, she turned away. She sat down. She put her
shook
shoes
her
on.
head. Yeah.
Like we're
She's
really
dressing
stripping out
one by
everything.
one, yeah.
We
Cool.
could have skipped some of this.
I've got to skip a lot of this. I frowned and bit the inside of my cheek as I did the same.
The inside of her cheek is going to be red raw. The
She
second
done
time
it-
she's done that in like,
Is it?
yeah, she did it like half a page ago.
Okay.
Maybe she's got
I've
an
lost my
ulcer.
spot. Well, she will do soon. Bit the inside of my cheek as I did the same. I wasn't entirely sure of myself. I knew how to dance. Did you?
Did you? And wow.
Who told you that? Because have we established... Has Jane been on the streets like a whole life? Have we
Jane?
established... Oh, fuck. Sorry. Same thing.
Literally the same character.
Yeah.
We don't know. I don't
We
know anything
we
about her
haven't gone into
backstory.
that? Okay.
We have no idea how she got there, who she is.
Okay.
Is the garbage truck?
like it's someone probably mowing.
Oh god, that's lonely. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to pull it out of the background. Must be.
Doesn't sound like a mower.
No, that's what I thought. Where did it come from?
Maybe next door.
Trees?
They could be.
Oh, really? It's very inconvenient, isn't it? Sounds like someone who's driving over sticks with a mower.
So it doesn't pick it up.
Whatever. It will, but hopefully if I can isolate the sound, I'll be able to get rid of most of it. Anyway.
Okay, where are we?
Oh, we were discussing how Vari knows how to dance.
Oh yeah, don't know. Okay, where am I? Oh, hang on, we might be getting a little bit.
Oh, backstory.
Backstory, yeah.
Jane, did I actually call her Jane again?
Probably. Same thing.
Vari.
That should be the name of this episode, actually. Jane, I mean Vari. It's okay to write that down. Where's my little notebook? Book 2F4. Jane. I mean Vari. Okay. Alright. Yes, okay.
Alright.
Where was I?
Backstory drop.
Backstory drop. Okay. I wasn't entirely sure of myself. I knew how to dance. I had vague recollections of my mother teaching me. I smiled vaguely as I thought of her.
Vaguely.
Vacant. She was pretty. I would always remember what she looked like. She had given me her eyes, the same brilliant green oval eyes. She had been pale, always pale, even after going on 3-day trips with my father on the ships.
I don't know if you could get a tan in 3 days. Or much of one. Especially if you're pale.
You could
Just go
You
red.
could get burned.
Yeah.
I took after him too. I had gotten my bright red hair from him. He had always kept his hair long, but was always clean shaven. I closed my eyes, remembering the mingled smell of tobacco and sea salt. There you go. So, ships, so trade merchant.
Yeah, so
Probably lost at sea,
merchant.
I assume.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. And red-headed sailor.
Yeah.
And a mother with
Green eyes.
green eyes.
Yeah.
Pretty pale.
Yeah.
Knew how to dance.
Yeah. Corian's voice brought me sharply out of my daydream, and I looked at her dazedly. Huh? Corian sighed and rolled her eyes. Are you ready? She repeated. I smiled sardonically at her. I don't know, Corian. You tell me, I said, wryly, standing up to face her. Corian smiled and gestured to the door. I nodded to her and walked towards it. I love how this is such a thing of baby writers.
Yeah.
You have to write every single step between point A and point B.
Yeah, and we can't...
You can't just say, we left.
We left.
No, we got up, we put our shoes on, we straightened, we turned to each other, we walked to the door, we opened the door, through the door, then we closed the door behind us. It's like, yes, yeah, we get it.
We get it. I also think that's quite like a baby way of trying to law drop. Like, just drifting off into a reverie. Remembering about my past.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just like dropping...
Yeah, dropping little snippets.
Dropping...
Like an airdrop.
Yeah. It's like, do people really just sit there and go, I remember my father's red hair?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Dunno.
Okay.
Opening the door, closing the
door. Yeah, gestured to the door. I nodded and walked towards it. Vari, Corian said just as I'd reached it. Oh god, we didn't even reach the door!
God save us!
I turned back to her patiently, ready to deck her if she asked me to do my hair one more time. Aye, Corian, I replied. Penny needed a hug. Okay. Because the postie didn't stop to say hello.
Yeah.
It was tragic.
I guess we're doing this again.
Because she's cute though, look at her.
If I sound muffled, it's because there's a penny between me and the microphone.
Speaking through a dog, yeah. I frowned. I replied, looking at her. I frowned slightly, surprised by Corian's suddenly bashful look about her. Do you really want to be my friend? She asked.
Oh my god. Don't be so pathetic.
Little princess has no friends.
You're coming across really desperate,
So
Corey.
desperate. Please be my friend.
Please be my friend. Are you my friend? You've met this girl twice.
I know. I raised my eyebrows slightly in surprise, completely caught off guard. Did I want a friend? I had never really had a friend before. Acquaintances, yes. I had civil conversations with the other street rats, but I never really had a friend. But Corian had given me a job and a place to stay. Oh, that's right. She's working in the stables now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. As her reward for not letting Corey get raped.
Yeah.
Fun.
But I'd never really had a friend. Corian had given me a job and a place to stay. The least I could do was be her friend.
I don't feel like you need to, I don't know, feel like
obligated just because she's giving you a job.
Yeah, exactly. Breaking my face. Yeah, I don't know if you need to feel obligated to like be this girl's friend just because she gave you a job. And also, I would argue that's not really friends.
No.
Like, if you feel obligated.
You're kind of paying for your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Typical princess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do, I answered her finally. Then, please... Oh, there's many comments here, sorry.
Oh.
I was like... Then, please, call me Corey. I smiled at her and laughed. Laughed? She really is just changing her point.
She's so mean. Call me Corey.
Stupid name.
Stupid, I'm not going to call you that.
I smiled at her and laughed, nodding. Aye, Corey. That I can do.
Kayne.
What she just did.
True, I suppose.
I was going to take a photo, but my phone is there. She's just like resting her chin on you. She's so cute. Look at her.
You're making podcasting very difficult, but you are very, very cute.
I just hate them. Just look at this, would you?
He loves cuddles.
Impossible. And then we have a page break.
Okay.
Which is like, just like little swirls. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of waves, but...
Oh yeah. A little scribble.
Yeah, I was probably just doodling.
Swirly.
Yeah.
Swirly things.
Oh. And we've got some marginalia at the top here.
Yep.
Insomnia. Gah! I hate it.
Yeah, well that hasn't changed.
No, it hasn't. Although I'm complaining that it's 11 and I can't sleep.
Oh,
So
boo-hoo.
11 is like...
Not that late.
Oh, but I have to get up at 4:30.
Oh.
Apparently.
Why are you going to get up at 4:30?
I don't know. Going somewhere? We've been doing a show.
Maybe.
Weird.
That seems early for us in our teenage years. Like these days we get up at 4:30.
Maybe all the time. Yeah. But I assume I was going somewhere.
Yeah, must have been.
Okay. I stood against the wall, leaning on it as I scowled around the room. It had only been half an hour and I'd already lost Corey 12 times. Now I just stuck to the walls, giving up all hope of finding Corey again. I tugged at my skirts subconsciously. No.
How did you know you were doing it then?
I think I meant self-consciously.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
But I have got spelling with a question mark after that.
Oh, for consciously?
Subconsciously, yes.
Yeah.
Which I have, I think, spelled correctly. It's hard to tell with my handwriting. But yes, I assume I meant self-consciously.
Okay. A bit shitty of Corey to drag Vari along to this ball and then abandon her.
Well, I assume Corey's got, like, duties.
Does she though? Because nobody knows she's the Queen's daughter except for her.
Do they not know?
Well, I mean, the Queen knows, but Corey didn't know until the start of the book,
right.
remember?
She thought she was a maid's daughter or something,
Yes,
didn't she?
that the Queen had, like, taken her in. She was working in the stables.
That's right.
Until recently, I guess.
Okay.
So I don't feel like she has duties. I don't think she's anyone important.
Okay. I tugged at my skirts subconsciously, solemnly swearing to never wear a dress again. I dashed away a stray strand of hair and slid ungraciously down to the wall to sit cross-legged.
Oh my god.
Classy.
Just sit on the floor in the ball?
No, it's a street rat. I closed
Or
my...
you should be keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, where is she?
Yeah.
I closed my eyes and sighed, resting my head on the wall behind me. If I mention that wall one more time. It's like every second sentence is, don't forget, there's a wall and I'm standing next to it.
I'm standing near the wall.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on the wall.
My head's on the wall.
My head's on the wall.
Yeah. I closed my eyes and sighed, resting my head on the wall behind me. I licked my lips and tried to kill the butterflies in my stomach.
Why have you got butterflies?
Why in Toria's heavenly earth had I agreed to this? What was I doing here? The music in the background echoed to a more... No, that's not what that word says at all. Do you know what my brain was doing? I was just rewriting it in my head.
Just fixing it.
Yeah, fixing it. The music in the background changed to a more lively tune.
That's not even close.
No, I know. I mean, the C kind of looks like an E, and then I think my brain was like, echo. To a more lively tune, and I pried my eyes open to once more look around. The hall was brightly lit by a dozen of huge crystal chandeliers. Again with spelling, question mark.
That's a lot of chandeliers.
A dozen chandeliers?
Yeah, that's a lot.
A big room. Well, they might be little chandeliers.
Okay.
Oh no, I said huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's a really big room.
It's a really big room.
That hung rather precariously, or so I thought, from the roof. There were streamers strung around the walls. Streamers.
It's a bit tight.
It's like, it's giving like 6-year-old birthday party
It's
vibes.
like fairy lights.
Yeah.
Also, like the chandeliers, given this is a fantasy world, would have to have actual candles in them.
Yeah.
There's probably wax everywhere.
Yeah. Well, they usually have little dishes to catch the wax.
Yeah, but that's a lot of chandeliers.
I'm hitting the table, Penny.
Yeah, you need to.
Oh no, but she's she just like ripped onto you. Oh my god, Penny.
Don't be so cute. I need to put you down because you're bumping the table. Don't.
She's so fucking cute. Oh my god. This podcast is just going to be us squealing over Penny.
Come on.
Hop down, darling.
Hop down. No.
Tail is now wagging and hitting the microphone. She's like, got you in a chokehold.
She won't let me go. There we go. She's down. She's down. She's freed me. I know. She like dug her claws into my back like, don't.
Sit down, baby.
Go to bed, darling. I know. You're very cute. I love you a lot.
Oh, so fucking cute.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Complaining about the decor.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the streamers.
Yeah.
There were streamers strung up around the walls, and I noticed that the floor I sat on was newly polished.
Oh,
She noticed it.
she noticed. Oh, the polished floor.
Don't see that. I focused back on the people who mingled and chatted freely to each.
Other?
Yes, I think so. That's probably what I meant.
Yeah.
I swallowed and licked my lips again. Is she nauseous? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this is another one of those baby things, like struggling to make the character seem active and always doing something.
Yes.
Like, they have to be blinking, they have to be nodding, they have to be shaking their head, they have to be licking their lips or chewing the inside
there
of
has
the
to
cheek.
be an action associated with like every sentence.
Every mention of them.
Yeah.
You can't just say like Vari looked around or, you know, did this. She looked around licking her lips or
Yeah. And like it makes them seem like video game characters who are
they're just constantly doing this when they're standing
just,
still.
like wiggling or like scratching their head or like looking at the sky. It's just like, just stand still.
Yeah, exactly. I shook my head and stood up. Oh gosh, so she sat down for like 2 seconds and then stood up again.
Yep. What was the point of that? And like, actually, what was the point of that though? Like that whole section of story.
So she could sit down and notice the floor?
And notice the floor was polished? Like,
I don't know.
I feel like there could have been other, and is that information really important?
We really needed to know?
Like,
I mean, hey look, I'm describing shit.
You are.
Poorly, but
yeah. Yeah, we don't know what the floor is made of, or what colour it is, or what it looks like.
It's polishable.
But it's polished.
So it's probably stone
or wood, maybe.
Yeah, I suppose you can polish wood.
Yeah.
You can polish anything. But it's polished.
It is polished. Could be cement for all we know. But
Yeah, true. I wonder if they've got cement in
wherever we are, the Citadel.
Yeah, what is it? What is the place called again?
Oh, Christ,
the
I
map
don't
again?
remember. Per Duad Astra.
I can't remember. Oh, is that? Hang on, we should get this out because I'm sure we'll keep needing it. Here it is, a laminated map.
Yes, a laminated map.
It is a good idea to laminate it.
Does it have a world name, or do we just name the continents?
Oh no, we've just named the continents Argel and Astra. So we
That's
are in
what I thought.
Argel at the moment.
Yes.
In the place called the Citadel.
The Citadel.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so I shook my head and stood up. Who am I kidding? I muttered angrily under my breath as I kicked off my painful shoes. I had no place here. I don't belong here, I thought, glaring savagely at an elderly woman staring at me.
Okay. She's probably wondering why you're sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And taking your shoes off.
Yeah. I picked up my I picked up my shoes and walked briskly towards the door. I had just reached the door when a strong hand grasped my elbow. I whirled around, ready to fight, and glared into the most electrifyingly blue eyes.
Ooh, here he is.
Here he is.
Here he is. It's our
I
man.
assume it must be. I took a step back and wrenched my elbow out of the man's grip. He wore the uniform of a Stilinian knight, except for a sash around his waist.
Oh, that shows how important he is.
He is important.
Everybody got a sash.
He has a sash.
She's got a sash too. They've got matching sashes.
Well, her sash is just pretty. He wore many medals on his chest. He was very tall, a good head and shoulders above most in the hall.
Jesus.
What do we think, like 6'5"?
I don't know. I mean, head and shoulders. That's all.
I mean, your head and shoulders above me, so I'm
Yes.
4'11". How tall are you?
5'7", 5'8".
So what's that, like half a foot?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you assume the majority of people are around your size, he's probably only like 6'2".
6'2", yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well...
Especially if it's like, you know,
So
medieval times. Everyone was shorter back then.
Okay, it's a fantasy world. They could be any height. We don't know. I mean,
He could be 7'4".
He could be. I mean, Brendan's 6'3".
Yeah, and is he head and shoulders above you?
No.
Oh.
My eye
He's
level.
half a head above me.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah,
half a body.
He's
half a lot.
he's a lot taller than
I'm
you.
up to his elbow, I think.
I mean, I'm kind of like, my eye level is sort of his sort of. Well, I can rest my chin on his shoulder. So he's probably. Like,
He's 6'3".
He's 6'3". So he's probably like half a head.
Yeah, so 6'5".
Yeah.
It's,
So it's pretty tall.
it's pretty tall.
It's pretty tall.
Sure.
Whatever.
He was very tall. Head and shoulders above most in the hall. I was only just up to his armpit.
So she's like your height.
No, I think she'd be taller. If he's 6'5", I wouldn't
Oh
be
yeah,
up to
so
his
if we
armpit.
assume he's 6'5".
I would be at his like fucking belly button.
Yeah, so she's probably my height.
Well, your height.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I would say I'm fairly tall for
Yeah, you're
for a
fairly
woman.
tall, yeah.
Like, so there you go. You're living your tall girl dreams.
Woo! Where am I?
Armpit.
Yeah, there he is. Okay. He was broad across the shoulders with a strong neck. Sexy.
I'm immediately
Gotta hold up that big head of his.
imagining like a
Like
Vin
a
Diesel
trunk.
neck.
Yeah.
Where it's just like his head kind of just sits on
Sits-
his shoulders
yeah, it
because
sits
his
into the-
neck
yeah.
is the same width. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy.
Yeah. His jaw was neatly defined amongst his shoulder-length, dirty blonde hair. Hair. Dirty blonde hair that he had tied back into a rough plait, I think is what that means.
Okay, so his jaw isn't really amongst his dirty blonde hair if it's tied back in a hat, in a plait, is it?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense at all.
Nope. Maybe he's got like strands out.
Okay,
Maybe he's
he's
like
got,
the
like,
90s girl
90s
thing.
Sexy. Now I'm imagining Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
With 90s girl hair.
Cool. If anyone's handy with Photoshop,
Yeah, I want
please,
this.
I want to see this. Get a picture of Vin Diesel with the
With
90s girl,
the
the
girl.
two strands
Yeah,
down
yeah,
the
yeah.
front. Yeah.
I need my life.
I need this. His nose was slightly crooked from being broken, probably years before.
What an assumption to make.
I suppose if it's healed.
It doesn't take that long to heal a broken nose.
No.
It could have been 12 months before. You don't know. Can't do that. Shut up, Lexi.
Put that in the podcast. I love it.
This is test if you actually listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Exit sting, because I don't need you opening them. Wait. So I'm just closing everything that could possibly
Make noise, yeah.
Okay. Alright, yes. Sorry, Sexy Vin Diesel. Alright. Who are you? He asked me. I blinked, slightly taken aback by his large form. I licked my lips and jutted my chin. Shit, she really is nauseous.
She is. Yeah. She looks like she's gonna puke.
And jutted out my chin. I could ask you the same question, I said icily. The man's eyebrows shot up when I spoke. His blue eye, singular, he's only got one blue eye.
He's only got one. He really has been through the
His blue eye narrowed and he tilted his head slightly. You're not from the... He paused. No, I'm not a rich prick or a royal bitch.
Jesus Christ.
I finished for him, scowling.
Vari, really? Is that necessary? These people have given you a job, a nice dress, a bath, they've probably fed you. Like, just a little bit of gratefulness.
Nope.
Just a little bit.
No, I'm not a rich prick or a royal bitch. That's actually really hard to say.
Rich prick, royal bitch. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's like a bit of a tongue twister.
Also, did you not decide that you were friends with Corey now?
And she doesn't go.
Doesn't she? She not a royal bitch.
Yeah, no, Vari knows.
Vari knows.
Yeah.
We don't know how Vari knows.
Do we?
No, because she just said to Corey, you wouldn't want your little secret getting out, and then Corey did not question this further. Oh. So I don't think we know how she knows, unless I'm forgetting something. I don't know, it's all blurs together, but...
Yeah. A corner of his mouth drew up into a crooked smile. Right, I see. Perhaps I may have the pleasure of your name? He asked, an eyebrow raised.
He's so polite.
I looked up at him, my brows raised at him. Maybe not, I said, before turning abruptly and opening the door.
Some meet cute.
Yeah. Oh boy.
She's like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm out.
And he's like, man, get me some of that.
Yeah.
I walked out and turned to look behind me and saw the man shaking hands with some gentleman, in quotation marks, who looked terribly drunk already. The door closed with a bang and I jumped, blinking out of my daze. Were you in a daze?
Were you in a daze? You were just looking at him.
Maybe she was like, I nodded once to myself and turned back around. Right, where to? I muttered to myself. I also dropped first person here accidentally. I looked up to the high ceiling, biting the inside of my cheek.
Oh my god, leave it alone, Vari. I know it's hard when you've got an ulcer to stop chewing on it, but you gotta, or it won't heal.
Just eat some Vegemite. I shrugged and began to walk briskly, heading for the stairwell.
Where are you going?
I don't fucking know. We're gonna go through it step by step. How long is this chapter? It's nearly over.
I really wish, what I wish for this part of this story, like, and I know it's useless to wish for this to be not bad, because we know it's bad, but, like, what I really would have liked is that if we spent all this time setting up this ball, for something important to actually happen at it.
Well, we met.
They spoke 2 sentences to each other and then she left.
Yeah.
Like, we could have done a lot more, like, character building with maybe
well,
having
see, the thing is that, like, yeah, Corey's not in it.
Corey's not in it.
Like, so, like, maybe you weren't around, because, like, if I'm going somewhere at 4:30 in the morning, like, that would imply that it's not during school. So maybe you weren't around and I couldn't talk to you about what the hell Corey was doing during the ball, so I just wrote her out of the chapter.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, that hasn't really stopped us so far. Like, we obviously haven't started dialoguing yet, but, I mean, Corey has been present in Vari's chapters, and Vari vice versa.
Yeah.
So, like, it seems very weird to set up this whole ball thing to have these 2 characters who have just met and are still building this pseudo-friendship thing to go together and then do not speak to each other at all. Yeah. Like, it just is a weird vibe. And then to have her meet Kayne and immediately just go, no, fuck you, and leave. Like, that would be acceptable if something else had happened in that scene. But instead, we got like 10 pages of Vari sitting and standing and licking and chewing and swallowing and tossing her hair around, and then she left. And it was like, well, what was the fucking point of that? She could have met him in the stables or something, and we could have done away with this whole stupid thing.
Also, spoiler alert, that was Kayne we just met.
Yes, I mean, we all figured it was Kayne.
Well, they don't know who Kayne is yet.
Yes, they do. We've talked about Kayne.
Yeah, but not in the thingy. Like,
no, not in the book.
Yeah. He hasn't actually appeared.
No. We assume that's Kayne.
I
don't actually remember.
Yeah,
but
it might not be.
I remember that he was a blonde and he was a stellar knight, so probably it's Kayne, right?
Okay. Where am I? Walking around. Inside my check. Yep. I shrugged and began to walk briskly, heading for the stairwell. I shoved open the doors and sighed heavily as I stepped out onto the roof.
The roof?
Well, yeah, it must be high up somewhere. The cold night breeze ran through me, my flaming red hair lifting from my sweat-dampened neck. I left the door open and walked over to the edge, leaning on the fence barricade type thing. Parapet?
The parapet.
Yeah,
I would assume it's probably what you're going for.
I couldn't think of the word. So I've got an asterisk, and then up to the thing I've got fence barricade type thing.
Oh boy. I guess this was probably before it was easy to Google shit.
Yeah.
So
but we didn't have easy access to the
internet, so you couldn't.
So you just had to rely on your own brain.
What is the thing on the top of the castle?
I hung my head low and resting my elbows on the
fence barricade
type thing.
Yep.
Put my head in my hands. I stiffened as I heard footsteps and spun around. My eyes darted around the empty roof. She's being haunted. I swore under my breath before running over to stand behind the door. Oh no, she's looking around to hide. Yes, and she's looking for somewhere to hide.
I'm struggling to imagine, like,
anything.
Well, the layout of this citadel castle keep situation, because like it's so far been spoken about as if it was like a castle, right? It's got walls, it's got parapets, you know, but then the presence of like a ballroom with hundreds of chandeliers feels much more palacey. And also your ballroom would be on the ground floor probably, because in medieval building it was hard to make really big rooms high up in...
Yeah, where the floor would just
fall through. So
I don't think we thought about this.
No, I don't think so either, but like just as a point, I guess, if you were thinking about writing a large space like a castle or something like that, really think about like how everything connects together a little bit, because
the way I imagined it is it was kind of had wings.
So like a palace. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, part of it is it's sometimes seeming more like a palace, and sometimes it's seeming more like a castle.
I don't think we've called it a castle, have we?
I think
we just call it the citadel.
I think when I'm writing it, I'm thinking of the castle.
Right, yes.
Because this is the problem.
And look, to be honest, back then, I probably didn't know the difference. I thought they were just both big fancy buildings.
Probably, but like I definitely get the vibe from my chapters, and I'm thinking of like because the stables.
I'm pretty sure when I see at this point. When I was looking at the citadel, I was 100% thinking of Minas Tirith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no.
I assume that was where a lot of my stuff comes from.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a citadel.
Yeah.
I was definitely leaning more into my obsession with history.
Yeah. And
imagining like a Moat and Bailey type keep.
Yeah.
With like, you know, the keep on the top of the hill, and then there's a sort of a wall, and then there's the city, and then a wall around the city.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Well, it's kind of like Minas Tirith.
No, not really.
It isn't really.
Well, Minas Tirith is different because it's got a big mountain in the middle of it.
Well, yeah, but it's the same basic principle.
Yeah, I mean, it's got 7 circles.
Yeah.
Anyway, into the weeds.
Anyway,
I care a lot about castles, okay?
Oh, don't get too excited. Go back to bed, Steve.
Go to bed.
Love you.
We love you.
Don't look at me like that.
Sorry, we're being boring.
Where the fuck am I?
You were hiding behind a door.
Oh yes, yeah. I stiffened as I had the first one. I swore under my breath before running over to stand behind the door. I reached under my skirts and took out the dagger that I strapped to my thigh.
She's gonna stab the first person who walks through the door.
Yep. Whoever it was paused at the open door, and I heard the unmistakable shink of a sword being drawn from its sheath. Why? Like, it's an empty parapet.
Yeah.
Like,
unless it's Kayne, who was like, this bitch is up to something, and like having listened to her speak was like, you don't belong here. You're
stealing
a
shit.
Spy or a thief or some shit, and has come to chop her head off.
Yeah, okay. I let my breath out slowly and silently, and then I noticed my shoes still lying where I had dropped them. Did she drop them?
We didn't say that she did, so she probably didn't, because we said literally everything else she did.
Yeah, no, she didn't mention dropping her shoes. Anyway, and then I noticed my shoes still lying where I had dropped them, conveniently. I closed my eyes hard and swore in my head at my stupidity. The footsteps moved again, and a man stepped out. He walked over to my shoes and looked down at them. He looked up and looked around.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Each and every individual.
And then.
I shoved the door sorry.
It's not gonna. I shoved.
I think that's an and, but you know how I do the symbol for the and, but this wasn't really a symbol, it's just kind of a squiggle. And I didn't recognise it as an and, but I do believe it is an and. Okay. So I shut the door, and it closed with a loud bang. The man jumped and whirled around to face me, sword at the ready. He relaxed though, just as I realised it was the same man that had stopped me not 5 minutes ago. I think it was less than that, but you know.
Yeah, you literally just walked out, came upstairs, licked your lips a few times.
Who the hell are ye, and why'd you follow me here? I asked, my voice coming harsher than I expected. It's not really that unexpected.
Everything you say is harsh.
Yeah, exactly. A flicker of surprise danced across his face, probably at my language. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm Kayne, captain of the guard. Captain? Oh gosh, there's lots of scribbling here. I'm Kayne, captain of the guard. Here. I'm Kayne, captain of the guard here. Leader of the Stellinian... Are they... Stellan's not... You wouldn't be from here. You're
from Stellan.
Stellan.
The guard of the Citadel presumably has its own captain.
Well, apparently he was originally guard of the Citadel, and then it looks like we've gone back and changed it. But then we originally said he was still Stellinian Knight.
Yeah. And he's wearing the colours of Stellan.
Maybe I was just confused.
Or maybe he's taking over as captain of the guard. Like maybe they've brought the Stellinians here against this coming war or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I'm Kayne, captain of the guard here, leader of the Stellinian Knights everywhere else. So yes.
Yeah, so he's
come to be
captain of the guard here.
Yeah, but he has been leader of the Stellinian Knights.
Leader of the Stellinian Knights. I feel like you probably have a title.
Yeah.
Other than leader.
Leader.
Be general or marshal or something.
I wasn't very well up to speed on army stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So yes, I'm Kayne, captain of the guard here, leader of the Stellinian Knights everywhere else. And I didn't follow you either, he said, sheathing his sword. It was only then that I realised that his surprise was probably about the dagger I held dangerously in my hand, and not at my language.
Yeah.
Well, it could be a little bit. I replied, and walking past him to my shoes and heading towards the door. That was awkward, but yeah.
So she's near the door.
Yeah, so she's walked over to him, picked up her shoes and walked back.
That's the most convoluted way to say that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
To say, I went over and picked up my shoes, and then left.
No, we need to do every single step. With the longitude and latitude.
Yeah.
Coordinates.
Maybe I complained at you that I didn't know
who, where, everyone was.
what,
yeah,
everything.
maybe, so now I'm being...
Now you're being
a dick about it.
Annoying.
Yeah. Yes, and heading towards the door. Kayne overtook me with 2 long strides, blocking the door. I sighed and brought my dagger up into his view again. And you are? He asked, an eyebrow raised. I smirked at him and tilted my head slightly. About to kill you, I answered. Now move.
I mean, I don't think you are, babes.
No.
he's the captain of the Stylian Knights and the guard.
I'd like to see you try.
And he's covered in medals, and he's the size of Vin Diesel.
And he has a sword.
You're probably not going to kill him.
Your name, he corrected, and looked down at me. I looked at him, green eyes blazing.
You looked at him, he looked at you.
I looked at him, and he looked at me. I'm Vari. End chapter.
Oh.
Dun dun dun!
Also,
they have been introduced.
And you've also written the 2 words, I'm Vari, and left an entire blank page.
To be fair though, I couldn't fit it.
You could have written that on the line below. There was a gap. There's a gap at the bottom of the page. You could have squeezed that shit in.
I wanted to get to page 44. I don't know. I may have been meaning to like write more, and then was like,
just be like, fuck it.
That'll do. Sounds like something.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, all our players have now been introduced.
Yes. Yep.
We have two girls.
2 boys.
2 boys.
In this heteronormative world.
We have
created. Sorry, I have a big smudge on my glasses. I can't see shit.
We're at 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want to do another chapter or?
I suppose we could, not, and just split it.
Yeah. We had a couple of interruptions, but probably not enough to.
Yeah.
By the time we do our book reviews and everything.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
So yeah, in this, as you say, heteronormative world, we have our pairs quite obviously laid out. It's pretty clear who's getting with who.
Yeah.
I feel like we're not even going to bother trying, because like we tried in Living to Die to do a little thing where like Luke and Dallin both liked Vari. Jane. Fuck.
I have a feeling that does come up.
Oh really?
Yeah, because Bran and Vari know each other already.
They do, yeah.
So I feel like it probably won't be quite that way. Like I feel like Bran always liked Corey in this one. But I have a feeling it still comes up.
Like stuttering and stumbling. I mean, I can see Corey getting jealous.
Yeah, I remember that happening.
Like a baby.
Yeah.
Because,
how dare you
know
and speak to other people.
Know a man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, awkward friendship, kind of.
Yeah.
Corey basically not in this chapter.
No, not at all. Oh, she was in the beginning.
She was in the beginning.
Yeah.
She pestered Vari about her hair.
Yeah.
So that Vari could have a flashback.
Yeah. Yeah. We got some lore drop.
Yeah. And then Vari was rude to her future hubby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
That's really it.
Yep. That's really it.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, that was quite a long one.
It didn't have to be, but it was.
Yeah. If we cut out every single like lip licking, cheek chewing,
head tossing,
walking here, walking there, it would have been a much shorter chapter.
Yes, it would have. It could have been much shorter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on to what we read.
DVD.
So, what have you been reading?
I'm going to do the what we read thing after the thingy.
Okay. Now we move on to the part of the podcast where we do what we read.
Yes!
What have you been reading?
I just yelled at everyone doing that incorrectly in case you're getting a little bit of an attitude there. That was really fun what I was reading. So I have been reading a book called Shades of Grey by Jasper Fforde.
Oh, I love Jasper Fforde.
Yeah. So I haven't read Jasper Fforde for ages. I don't think I've read all of them, but I read some of the Thursday Next series, which I remember really liking.
Yeah, they were great.
And I don't really remember any of the details of it, but I remember liking it.
Super metatextual.
Yeah, and this is similar. Maybe not quite so meta, but it still has that same like reminiscence of Douglas Adams, Terry Pratchett. Very charming and funny and very clever. So Shades of Grey is basically the story of, we've got the main character, Eddie Russet, who is basically challenging the way the dystopian world is run. So it's a dystopian world set somewhere in the future where they're not 100% sure. So it seems like our world that we're currently living was around, and then something's happened.
Okay. Oh, I love that kind of story.
So we're called, it's called The Previous.
Okay.
From the previous century or whatnot. And then when it's all come back, the political hierarchy is set by like what colour you can see and how much of it you can see. So each person only sees like one colour, generally speaking. So you can only see like red or blue, green, or purple. And each colour, there's a hierarchy as well. So I think, from memory, I think like purple was the highest, and then I think like red and blue, I think greens were the lowest, yellows are somewhere in there. And so with each generation, people try and, you know, find and marry people with like good colour so that they can, you know, climb the ladder essentially. And so it's all very like political, essentially. And then
seems like a wild setting for like Douglas Adams style.
Yeah, it's really cool. I will say, like, you do kind of have to appreciate his writing and the world building in order to appreciate the book, because it is, because he's put so much into building the world, it is quite slow to kick off. So it takes a good 3/4 of the book before it really starts to get like exciting. Like, there's stuff happening, but it's all very much like just world building generally and everything like that. And that's right, and there's greys as well who don't see any colour. So they're like one of the thing. So yeah, and basically Eddie Russett and Jane Grey are trying to figure out what happened, and basically trying to overthrow the fact that, you know, the purples are ruling the place and they're doing some dodgy shit. So yeah, it was really, really cool. It is a series. I will say though that I think for whatever reason, I think there was like nearly 10 to 15 years between the first and the second book.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Big gap.
So big gap. So I don't know what that was about. Hopefully, I haven't read the second one yet, but hopefully there's not another 10 to 15 year gap between the next one.
Keep that.
Yeah. But luckily I only just read this one as the second one was coming out, so I won't have it.
You don't have to read it.
But everyone else sucks me down.
Yeah.
Because it definitely ended on like a it needed a sequel. It might even be a duology, I don't know. I got the impression with the amount of like world building he put into it, I feel like it'd have to be more than 2 books.
Yeah, I mean all of Justice Ford's previous books have been series.
Yeah. So yeah, I quite liked it. I think the only reason I didn't give it more stars is because it is quite slow to start. But I can also see why he had to do it, because there's a lot of
backstory
building the wall. But it's really cool. Like they, it's just everything is just so weird, and like they've got this thing with spoons where for some reason like the higher people that be have decided that you're not allowed to make spoons anymore. So if you have a spoon, like you have a spoon, and it's like engraved with your name, and if you die, it like gets
passed on,
and people are like stealing spoons because you can't get new spoons. So it's just like lots of little weird quirks, and like they're obsessed with like the Wizard of Oz, and they just have all these little things that, you know, they found from the previous that they're like, this was really important, and it's like, you know, a yo-yo or something. Just all that sort of little stuff. It's really, really funny.
Cool.
But yeah, I recommend it.
Awesome.
What about you?
Unfortunately, I do not recommend my book. Well, I don't know. I think it depends. So I'm reviewing Normal People by Sally Rooney, which is a very, very famous and popular book last year.
What's it called again?
Normal People.
I know Sally Rooney, but I don't remember that one.
Yeah. So look, it's like it's
isn't it?
It's literature with a capital L.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys could tell based on the previous books I've reviewed on this podcast, but that's not really my thing.
No.
I am a fantasy and sci-fi gal. That's where my heart truly lies. And while I have read some literature books that I've really enjoyed, this was not one of them. It was very literary, like the writing style was very literary. She does this thing where like the dialogue is in quotation marks, which it's not the first time I've seen that. I fucking hate it. We have punctuation for a reason. You know, like we invented quotation marks so you can tell when somebody's speaking. Please just use them. Like I know it's all very like, it's very literally like train of thought, stream of consciousness type writing, but like I don't like it. And basically this book is about 2 university students, one of them called Frances. She's like the main character, and her friend Bobby. And Frances is like 21. She has an affair with a married man who is married to like I think she's like an artist or like an agent or a talent seeker or something like that. And her and Bobby also have like a thing, and like there's just a lot of cheating. And I just don't understand why so many of these books are
It's always about adultery.
It's always about either adultery or divorce.
Yeah.
And it's always grim. Like,
Look,
it's just miserable.
I guess it comes down to the fact that, you know, representation, and there probably are a lot of people that can relate to those two things, which unfortunately,
sure,
I can't in any way.
Absolutely. And I'm sure that, like, it's very, you know, human experience, I guess. But it's also depressing.
Yeah.
Is mostly what I find these books is just depressing.
And they don't often end up with like happy endings.
No.
Either. Like, so it's not even like a way to work through it. It's just like, this is a shit situation, and it will continue to be shit.
Yes, yeah, and it turns out that like Frances has like chronic illness, and like it's just really depressing and grim, and like it doesn't really end on like a hopeful note or a pleasant note. And like, I love a sad book. I don't mind sad books.
Yeah. I
do not like depressing books.
Yeah.
Like, I think there is kind of like a beautiful tragedy that you can kind of write about.
Yeah.
In a sad book.
Yeah.
And like I've never reviewed it yet because I'm going to do it when I reread it. But like The Book Thief by Mark Zuzak is one of my favorite books ever. Yes. It is very, very sad.
Same. Yeah.
Very, very sad.
I love it. I've only read it like twice. I can't read it again because it breaks my heart every time.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's sad but beautiful. This is just depressing.
Yeah.
Like, this is very much just about like a sad, lonely life of a sad, lonely person ruining other people's lives as you go about it. And I don't know. So look, I recognize that it is like a good book TM in the sense of like it is well written. You know, I'm sure there are people who, obviously there are a lot, it's critically acclaimed, it's won heaps of prizes. There are obviously lots of people who really, really like it, and like, look, power to you if that's your thing. It is not my thing.
No, it's not my thing either.
It was not a long book, and I found it a slog. Like, it's only small, but I struggled to get through it because I was just like, this is depressing. And I don't like any of these people. And
that's what I find as well. A lot of time the characters are just awful.
They're just awful people.
Like, I remember in a similar sort of vein a while ago, I read Eat, Pray, Love and How to Be Single.
Oh yeah.
And both of those, like, the women in them were just kind of terrible people.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't care about you at all.
No.
Like,
and that's the thing, like, if you're going to write a sad book, you have to make us care that the main character is sad. And I was, the whole time I spent just being like, Frances, if I met you, I would hate you.
Yeah.
Like, you are an unpleasant person to be around.
Yeah.
And you, like, you're a homewrecker.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I just don't get down with adultery.
Me neither. I just don't see the point in it.
If you aren't in love with your wife, just
leave.
Fucking divorce her.
Yeah.
Seriously. And we could have a divorce book, which is the other main category. But yeah, so yeah, that's Normal People by Sally Rooney. I guess if you enjoy like very literary literature, you might enjoy it. It is well written, I have to give it that, but it just absolutely not for me. Did not tickle my fancy at all. Very grim, and I'm going to go back to my dragons. Thank you very much.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Very good. Cool.
Okay,
that's the podcast. I did want to make, so now is the part where we say, please talk to us.
Yes.
But we have had people talking to us.
Oh my god.
So exciting.
We have received fanfiction.
Oh my god. So yeah, first off, shout out, her name is Thea. And
she's our favourite person.
She's our favourite person. So she sent us this amazing email, and she actually like wrote her version of the ending of Living to Die.
And it was
spectacular. Amazing. Like, you could replace it with our version flawlessly.
Absolutely.
It
would make Sensi the bad guy. Which was was an amazing.
It was incredible. I loved it. It slotted in.
It was dreadful and wonderful.
Yeah, at the same time.
All the things that it needed to be.
We loved it so much. It was so cool.
Really, really appreciate it. Like, thank you so much.
Made our week.
Absolutely made our month. Yeah. It was amazing.
And yeah, we've had a couple of people reaching out to us on Tumblr.
Yes. Shout out to Tumblr. you guys rock. It's really nice to have such a cool writer community on there as well.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Living to Die is like existing in people's consciousness.
Yeah, it's funny that is the book that we've written that is out there now.
I know, right?
Like, and not the good one.
Not the good one.
Yeah.
Not the one that we spent the past 10 years editing and slaving away over and rewriting. No, it's the
turd to show, guys. Just put it out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, anyone else who has thoughts about centaur biology or or who really should have been the bad guy of Living to Die, like, please hit us up. We want to hear it. Yeah. We absolutely want to hear it.
Absolutely.
And it does not matter if you are listening to this in the past as well, like in the future. Like if you're going back,
it'll be our past, but your future.
So like sometimes when I'm listening to podcasts, I hear something and I'm like, oh, I kind of have thoughts on that. But it was like
released
like 3 years ago. And I'm like, oh, I can't really say anything. Please just say something.
Say the thing.
Absolutely say the thing. If you're coming to this podcast like last year or next year or whatever. Like,
you can leave comments on Spotify now.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, cute.
I think you can. You can on some. I don't know. I haven't checked if you can do it on ours.
Okay.
But I think you can.
Cool.
So feel free to drop a comment there.
In all ways that you can.
Yeah. You can email us whatwewrotepod@gmail.com.
Yep. And obviously Insta and Facebook.
Yes.
At What We Wrote Podcast.
Yes.
We share reels and things there. You can see our faces. And also Penny.
And Penny.
Features heavily on the Instagram.
She's the most adorable little mascot.
She's so cute. And if you're a Tumblr folk, What We Wrote Podcast as well, where we do writing, other writing, good writing, bits and pieces. Also post the reels there.
Yeah.
If you want to see those. So yeah.
Cool. We'll see you next time.
Yep. That's it from us.
All right. Bye.